Today I wanted to tidy the garden with some things that need repotting, but it's raining like this, so instead I'm going to do some other jobs. You know what, it's kind of scoring itself. I'm going to cut this as I go, I think.
Voiceover Sarah here. While I was faffing about in the back of the car making templates, the Amazon man came and brought me some of this lovely silver foily stuff. He also brought me some of these magnets, which is what I'm going to use to secure them. I'll put links to everything I've used below. Then I traced round all of my templates onto the aluminium foil using a grout pen that I found in the junk drawer. This actually worked quite well because, well, I couldn't find a permanent pen, but it did mean that once I'd cut round everything, I could just wash off any white bits that were left on the foil. Once I'd drawn around my templates, it was time to cut everything out. I actually found this really relaxing and quite enjoyed the process. I didn't need fancy scissors, it was really easy to cut through. And I don't think it took a particularly long time. I just sat watching TV with the kids and just worked my way through them all.
Boom! We're in my car and I've got different clothes on and it's a completely different day. I just wanted to show you that I've finished them all now. And originally I was going to put little metal tabs on all of them, but I found that the side and front ones I can just kind of wedge in and they just stay as they are. Like this. There's even, I didn't even notice that my car had it and I've had it for 4 years. There's like a little perverty hole window at the bottom and I just wedged a little tiny triangle of foil in there and that's worked perfectly well. The rear window, I did do what I planned. I'll show you in a second. Like, because it's on an angle, the foil thing kind of falls down. So I'll insert a clip of showing you that now. I've left this up because it's kind of cosy and it's blocking out the people walking past, making me feel really twitchy about the fact that I'm sat basically talking to myself in my car. So now I've got the window covers sorted, I can sleep without being observed. I think the next thing to sort is enough space to sleep flat and ventilation, because when faffing about doing this, I realised it can get quite warm quite quickly. And opening the windows a crack is great, but not if it's raining. So you can get like little lip things that go on the outside of your car so that you can open them a bit and the rain can't get in. I don't know what they're called, so I will insert a picture or a link or something. Has anyone used these and do they actually work? I think I probably have seen them on people's cars because when I saw them I was like, oh yeah, that looks familiar. I don't know anyone in real life who has used them. Have any of you used them? Do they work? Will it ruin the seals on my car? Is kind of what I'm wondering. The other thing I need to sort out is being able to sleep flat. I've been to IKEA and got some storage boxes because I have a feeling that this will work. But I'm going to sleep on it first because if it doesn't, I've got another idea in my head, which is kind of to make like a rectangular shape out of wood and then just like roll out some slats that fill the exact space of the boot and then put my sleeping mat on top of it. So this is why I need your advice and opinions. Okay, so originally I'm thinking, or my first thought is Japanese roll mat. And I found one on Amazon that looks okay-ish. The reason I like it is because it comes in lots of different sizes, which I think if it like ends up, you know, being a bit curved because it's slightly too big on the sides of the car, I don't mind. That'll just make me feel cozier. But I don't want to just be in like a single bed size thing. I want like bed all the way to the edges. If I'm going to have to sleep a bit diagonal or stretch out and be a bit weird, I want all of it to be like cushioned, like wall to wall, edge of car to edge of car. So that was my initial idea. And I'll put a link to that. Go and have a look at it for me if you don't mind and tell me, do you think that will work? Because option B, and I'll label that as well, I saw like a 3-piece folding, you know, like it's in 3 pieces that are connected, but you can fold them up, like a foamy, spongy mat thing. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should get that or a couple of them and cut it so that it's exactly the right size once I've got everything down. and put that on and like some blankets on top, and maybe that would be snugglier. I don't know now. I've been thinking about it for too long, so I respect your opinions. Could you please help me pick? I'm starting to get dithery over choices. Oh, I should say as well, if I post a link to something and it's a link to Amazon, then it'll be an affiliate link, which means that if you click on it and then you buy something, then I get like a couple of pennies from Amazon. So I just didn't want you to think that I'm trying to make you click things for no reason. Like, I genuinely would like your advice, but if you would prefer not to because you don't want me to have like 2p, then that's absolutely fine. As you probably noticed though, like my tripod makes this delightful sound whenever I twist it about. So I'm planning on saving up all them 2p's and buying a less crappy tripod that doesn't make that noise. Okay.
Now it's time for my tip of the week.
This might be a problem specific only to my family, but while in IKEA, I also got one of these. They are meant for storing carrier bags. They're made out of plastic and they're really cheap. But they can also be used for sword organiser. If anyone has too many swords just lying around, cluttering the place up, this is a really good way of marshalling all of your swords into one area.